Can't even do my cardio without you bothering me, huh? Oh, good morning. Hope everyone is good. Welcome back. Fat Massy is back, lad. This is probably not a very nice angle, but it is the angle that we're going to be talking about here now. So, I am almost wrapped up cardio. 25 minutes to do. We're holding a steady beat of 140, which is actually relatively hard to hold here now. And you can see, like, I can talk, but I'm nearly out of breath. Like, with my cardio right now, like, I'm not looking to fucking kill myself, but around 140 beats per minute is what I'm enjoying. I'm like enjoying my cardio, you know, like actually giving it plenty on the bike. It's like there's a fella here beside me. I'm like, fucking come on, lad. And then we're racing down the road, but gonna get cardio wrapped up. As you can see, gonna take you through full day of eating, lad. Full day of eating, the highest food I've ever been on. We have a little bit of a food bump coming in. Weight has been holding in the mid 94s this week, even with having a little bit of higher food across the deload. Today is also our first day back in the gym, so we are in for a beautiful push day. I'm gonna grow them ditties, lad, grow them delts. It's a tough push day as well. I am very tempted to not train at home in the lab, because going back into training with my, not that it's a big thing, but like with my attachment to the loud book recently, I don't want to go in and under, like, and not hit my numbers. So I'm thinking, do I get myself back in the groove here with a session in Kings, lad? And it might be nice to take you into Kings. I haven't been in Kings since, I think, a couple of days out from the first show this year, back in June. So it mightn't be a bad idea. We'll see. I'm going to get cardio wrapped up. This is what is going to keep me alive, to be honest, lads. This is what's going to keep me healthy in this push. And I'm actually enjoying my cardio. One, the feeling of satisfaction and that win that you get from doing your cardio. But just that, because I have so much energy obviously in me, right? I can fucking send it. It's why I want to, like, be active. I'm also looking into boxing a little bit at the minute. Haven't actually done anything about it, but I want to get fucking swinging at a bag or someone. Take my anger out. I know I say I take my anger out in the gym. I sound like an angry little bastard, but I'm not. But you know what I mean. I'd love to just fucking even just have the boxing bag here in the house, which I probably will do for convenience over anything. But it's been a good week. Obviously today is Thursday, and I'm going to take you through a full day of eating. Right, that is cardio wrapped up. I'm going to get myself showered, and then we'll come back. We'll get on the walking pad, do a couple of steps, get another coffee into us, get more water into us, and then I'll catch up with you for meal number one in a little while. This as well, lads. Oh, what is this camera doing? This is like, again, like what cardio in the off season, cardio in the bulk should be like. And I don't give a shit, you know, how much food you probably need to eat. Every one of my clients that's in the off season is doing cardio, not just steps as their cardio. They're doing cardio, like actual proper intense work, because it's going to improve all the health markers that are inside you that are going to allow you to build muscle quicker. You know, just moping around doing a couple of steps isn't really that intense. Like, I'll still get my, you know, 12+K steps done today, but that's that cardio done to protect the heart, protect blood pressure. Again, it's going to help with my insulin sensitivity. It's going to help with a lot of things. And it's just good for you, man, isn't it? Now, see, that's how you do it, lads. That's when you know you've been tracking food for years. You know exactly what it's like. 203 grams, I was meant to get 200. Over morning oats, lad. Not overnight, just cook them early in the morning. We have carrot cake perform as the sludge on top of there. I've got the omelette just finishing off over there. And while I'm at it as well, I do my pre-workout cream rice. With cream rice as well, lads. Obviously, you know, I have my cup of tea with the breakfast. Cup of tea with most meals. Not meat meals and stuff, but boil the kettle, right? Do 100 ml of water. No, 400 ml of water per 100 gram of cream rice is what you want to kind of be looking at there. So that's boiled water in there. And then just get your cream of rice. So 4-to-1 ratio basically with cream of rice. This is the caramel biscuit from Conte. It's my favourite. So I just get that pre-workout made because I do like the cream of rice kind of cold as well. And it'll be done for me for when I come back for the pre-workout meal in a couple hours. So that's just getting done there as well. So I've been keeping the same breakfast. Exact same breakfast, just oats and eggs. You know, that kind of way. And it's very, very simple. Obviously you're getting protein from the egg whites, not any whole eggs. And then we're doing obviously some whey protein then in the oats with berries. So in this bowl, I'll run through the whole meal in a second. Just basically oats, raspberries, blueberries, carrot cake perform, and then fat source will be a little bit of peanut butter. With the cream of rice then, just mix it all up. Just make it into like a soup and then whack it in the microwave and you get like your desired texture. Like mine is nice and thick. So it won't be thick here. I'll stick it in the microwave for like 3 minutes. Let that come out. It'll be roasting hot. Whack it in the fridge then for a few hours. Another sludge in the fridge as well. So it's just about being ahead. Just about being organised. I do also have another meal prepped here then for later. So this is from last night. So like all my meals, like my meat and rice meals are like usually like all the same quantities. So in here then, I've got another meal prepped for later. Mightn't look too appetizing to you there now. But it's just convenience, man. I've got my meat, my rice, my veg, mince. And I'll just be able to whack that in the microwave with my pineapple on the side. Stick my sauerkraut, stick my kimchi in there then as well. You know, as food gets higher, you can, you know, start to get like lazier with food because your desire for food isn't as high. So it can just become like an effort, but just keep your effort high with your food. The more effort you put into your food, the more you're going to enjoy it, the more you're going to look forward to it. You know, like, I'm fucking looking forward to that bowl of oats there now. And my omelette obviously over here because appetite is still obviously very high. So I'm going to get that served up, get it on a plate, and then I will run through the macros and everything for you as well. You can probably hear that in the background. It's just started pissing hailstones. And it's just dull, man. The weather is just bloody dull at the moment, which is fucking annoying. But let me turn you around here. This is what we've got going on. So got my black tea, got my water, got my oats here with salt on there as well. Just last addition is squeezy peanut butter. So we've got 10 grams of Aldi's squeezy peanut butter. Just get that bad boy on there, lad. 11. That's a common theme. If I'm recording, I always end up with 11. You know what that's going to mean? It's just going to mean fucking a little bit more muscle, lad. Not fat, muscle, lad. A little bit of cinnamon on there. This is what, like, these little things, lads, I'm not fucking stressing. There's no point. Then we got the egg whites over here, 203 grams, as you saw. Egg whites, that's all it is. In the pan with onion, a little bit of yellow pepper, a little bit of spinach, and then cumin and paprika. And then we've got mustard, and then a little bit of 50% less sugar, ketchup or whatever. And then we have the mix. We have my pink salt, my low salt. Again, pink salt for sodium. Low salt is for extra potassium. That's the reason for the two of them. Again, these things, you don't need to be over stressing, lads. Like, salt is salt at the end of the day, but I've just been doing that for years, so I'm just keeping it up. So we'll get this on here. That is meal number one. Again, with the amount of food I'm on, you can see that just shows, you know, like my appetite is motherfucking high. Now, another reason for that will be obviously the cardio. The steps first thing in the morning, which is making the appetite like nice and high. And I would just recommend that, you know, again, as much as you can. You know, even if, say, you're at work now or you're at college, right? And you just don't have a great appetite in the morning, you're trying to push body weight up, like, just get some movement in early in the day. That first meal could go in at like 10:30. Like, my first meal always goes in at 10:30. That might be when your first break is at. Just have a nice big meal at 10:30. And I'm still eating 6 meals a day. Do you know what I mean? It's just being on it then with your timings throughout the day. Like, you might have 10:30, you might have 1 o'clock, you might then, you know, sneak something in again, like maybe before you finish work. Or when you finish work, you might have a big meal. Then you might go to the gym. You might come home from the gym, have your post-workout. Then you might have one more meal before you go to bed. It's going to be different for everyone, but this is the setup that I've been running with for a long time now. It's just like clockwork. Same meal timings. Unless something gets upset, same meal timings pretty much every single day. Your body gets used to that then, and your appetite is going to be, you know, going with that then. So this is meal number one. I will get macros on the screen for you, as always here. I'm not 100% sure what they are. They're in kahunas again for meal number one. This is 80 gram of oats, 30 gram of whey, 200 gram of berries, 10 gram of peanut butter, and then 200 egg white there, and a little bit of the sauce on top. Right boys, a couple of steps going down. Nearly time for next meal. Can't lie, I'm looking forward to getting into the gym. But at the same time, I'm really kind of thinking to myself, split-wise, what way we're going to run things. You know, right now, all year, to be fair, since the start of the prep, since before the prep, like for over a year now, my split has been the same. Push, posterior, rest, push, legs, upper, rest. And I've just been thinking to myself, in terms of like the layout there, like my push day is absolutely perfect. Like push day on a Monday, I love that whole session. My posterior session, it's intense, but I'd nearly move things around a small little bit to like get a little bit more leg work in there at the same time. But then at the same time, I'm also thinking I'd love to have like a full pull day on its own as well. You know, that kind of way. And then obviously, I was back and forth on thinking about having an arm day on its own and pulling away from one of the rest days. So just going in and attacking arms like bicep, tricep. And then we've got that second push day, which is the session I'm going in for today, which is like a heavy hitter as well, which one of the presses I might swap out for another press today and just see how it kind of feels, you know, that kind of way. And then we've got legs, which is like quad focus, with a good bit of hamstrings to be fair still, on the Friday. And then the Saturday is like the upper body session. And I think I can get more bang for my buck out of that upper body session. But in ways, I'm also thinking about changing around the split so I get more leg work done. Because legs are obviously like that, the biggest area that like is my biggest weak point. I know my whole body's a weak point, but if I was to train like push, pull, legs, rest, upper, lower, rest. So like the like stiff leg deadlifts would be on like a lower day itself, and I'd have a pull day on its own. That's just kind of what I've been thinking. I don't know. More importantly, lads, is the pre-workout. We've got the pre-workout cream of rice, and then we also have the sludge. Going to get that whipped up now. It's ready, obviously, since earlier, so it's just a case of fucking getting it down the hatch now as well, lad. This is what the mini fridge is looking like at the moment. I call it a mini fridge because it's bloody tiny. Probably need to stock up on more. Oh, I'm sick of fucking food shopping, man. I'll tell you that much. I'm sick of it. The price, the money that's been spent, probably later as well. Get back into work mode. Little Strawberry Dreams monster. And hopefully this is set up so you can see me fairly well. You can. It's very dark in here. We've got the bowl of cream of rice. As I said, 100 gram of cream of rice, 45 gram of carrot cake whey. We've got 75 gram of raspberry, 75 gram of blueberry, 65 gram of banana. That's just what my bananas weigh. I get the kid-sized bananas from Lidl or Aldi or wherever I get the shop from. 10 grams of 85% dark chocolate and 10 grams of peanut butter. I like a bit of fat in the meal. Some people don't like fats in their pre-workout meal, but I just find it kind of helps sustain the energy throughout the session a small little bit for me, to be honest. Now, at periods I probably will, you know, as appetite maybe gets worse, and I want that food going in quicker, obviously with the insulin then as well. When that goes in, maybe we will just pull the fats down in this meal, but right now I just like the fats being that little bit higher. So that's the pre-workout meal, one of the biggest meals of the day, as it should be. And then same with the post-workout meal being one of the biggest meals of the day. And I know I was saying earlier I was going to maybe train in Kings or something, but just time has gone by now again. You know, the usual crack. Just been up there and just time getting carried away, and it's just like, it's just convenient, isn't it? It's just convenient. It stopped raining as well, so hopefully I get the young fella out for his walk to keep him happy. I'll give you a little look at that. That is the pre-workout meal. And I'm going to send that down the hatch. I'll also take with this, as I've been saying to ye, for the bigger meals as well, I've been doing betaine HCl, which is just like what's in digestive enzymes that you'll buy, and then also Ensure. I'll do a serving of Ensure with my biggest carb meals of the day, which is just the GDA. In here, I do also have berberine, but in here is basically just berberine and a couple of other ingredients then as well. So a serving of that. Usually with the digestive enzyme, you do that after a meal to actually let your like natural digestive enzymes get to work, and then that will like assist your digestion then as well. And then the GDA will go to work also. And then I also will be putting in, I don't like find the need for it, but when the insulin goes in, I will also put in intra-workout carbohydrates, because the last thing you want to do is be going hypo, lad. You just want to be safe. So that's the pre-workout meal for now. Enjoy, lad. Enjoy your pre-workout meal. It is very dark here, but just heading out the door, Mega Pump as well is going in. Pre-workout, Mega Pump. No actual caffeine like pre-workout, just pump. Gym done. Oh, it feels good to be back. Feels good to be back, but the joints still feeling a little bit iffy. They just need to get lubricated again after being off for a week. Didn't record anything. I didn't get to pose either, because fucking it was Killian. It was definitely Killian inside there posing his ass off. But I do the exact same, so I can't be giving out. But I hadn't time to be hanging around to go in and pose. But the pump was nice, I'll tell you that much. I had to put my t-shirt back on to go into the shop there. That was a lovely pump. My God, it was lovely just to get back in, put that food to use. Like that pre-workout meal, obviously today being a full day of eating, like that just goes straight through the system. Get pumping. Like I need to wait fuck all time to get in that pre-workout meal and go to the gym. And it's same now as well, like it depends on the session as well that I train. Obviously that was push. When it comes to the post-workout meal, like I can go home now and I'll be ready to eat food straight away, which is good. And we've got a big post-workout meal to get in. And oh God, I know the DOMs are going to be back in full effect tomorrow and the next couple of days. But that was a quick week, man. It does not feel like a week since I was in there doing that same session. I did I did switch out a movement, because I've never had a good run on the gym let go. It's kind of a decline, like a decline press. It's a flat, you sit on it flat, upright, and it's like a decline press, but it converges. I actually forgot that it converges, and that was beautiful. Beautiful, very heavy in the lengthened, but very, very nice. So I think I'm going to put that in instead of the standing gym let go that I have been doing as my third press. And I did have to pull back the weight a small bit, to be honest, on pretty much everything today. Just hadn't it there to move. Now I know obviously I've pulled the oils out there as well, but that won't have as big of an impact as it would in terms of pulling back that much weight. But I pulled the weight back small bit just to not be silly and just move like barely any weight. I'd rather go in there, get a good pump, get blood around the whole chest and obviously arms, delts, and the pump was beautiful. So we're going to get home. That's the first session ticked off. Like I was saying to you earlier, it'll either be in for legs tomorrow, keep the split the same, the setup. I'm also thinking of running just for the 3 days, getting stuck back in here, push-pull legs. I won't lie, I'm thinking of running push-pull legs, but... Right, we are back. I'm fucking mincemeat, and we've got mincemeat for post-workout. This was prepared from the day before. Chicken might be better. I'm going to have chicken later now instead, but I just prepared double yesterday, and that's perfect. Coming home and having this meal ready is absolutely ideal. Just being able to just get it into you and just not worry about it. So, post-workout, this is where we've had a little bit of an addition this week now with the bump in food. Again, when you are making a bump in food, best places to make it probably pre-workout, post-workout, peri-workout, intra-workout then is obviously another option there for you. In with this meal then as well, magnesium, ashwagandha, Ensure, and then betaine HCl then as well. So that'll go in post-workout. I didn't go through, and I haven't really ever gone through too much of the health subs as well that I'm taking. Obviously there is a good bit there at the moment off the top of my head, because I do have a few there behind me. We've got, in the morning time, we've got a little bit of thyroid. We've got telmisartan, we've got proviron. They're all my ancillaries again. Like your ancillaries are like telmisartan for blood pressure. I use metformin then at night pre-bed. That's another thing that helps with insulin sensitivity as well. And then when we look at the health subs side of things, then we have omega-3s, D3 and K2. We've got multivitamin. We've got curcumin. We've got vitamin C. Then we've got, did I say omega-3s? We have Gasmark 10s love fucking longevity or some shit for the heart. We've got Train by JP's vital support for the organs basically as well. Then we've got extra astragalus going in from Conte Sports. There is astragalus in vital support, but extra going in from Conte, because it's a big tub that you get, and I still have some, so I've just been putting in an extra cap of that every single day. Liver support from Elevate, the most recent that I've been buying. We've got joint support from Elevate there as well. We've got a probiotic now going in as well from Elevate, and then also in the morning, I should have said as well, Methylene Blue and Slew PP332. I want to say that is it, I think, in terms of tablets, but not that you give a shit. This meal looks maybe a little bit shit to you in the tub. Good bit of food here. We've got 200 grams of mince, 5%. We have got 100 grams of raw white rice, uncooked white rice, 100 grams of frozen pineapple in there as well. You know I love my pineapple. A little bit of broccoli, a little bit of pepper, onion, and then we've got a little bit of sauerkraut and kimchi as well. And then on top, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of barbecue sauce. That's a beautiful combo. Subway as well, lads. I had a Subway there recently enough. Chipotle sauce was always the goat. No more, no more. I realise now how fatty Chipotle sauce is. As nice as it was, I found a much nicer sauce combo for myself. Barbecue sauce with honey mustard. Beautiful from Subway. So that is part one of the meal. Then part two, we've got 4 normal rice cakes, and then in there, just mash them together, we've got 30 grams of jam. So that is the little extra bump in food there, coming from a little bit of sugars from the jam and just more rice, just 3 rice cakes. So we've got 4 rice cakes, and let me see, maybe I'll get a thumbnail here. We've got 4 rice cakes going in. Those rice cakes are going to go flying in a minute, and then we've got the beef and the rice. That's a beautiful meal. I'm going to get this into me now. That's 3 meals. We still have 3 more meals to eat, so we still have another bit to go yet. This is 125 gram of carb here, so nice big hit of carbs. Right, fellas, next one is going in. What do we have here? Same again. Same again. Bloody beautiful, lad. Another bowl of oats. We've got oats going in here. Meal number, what's that? Meal number 4. We've got oats, and as you know, I'm going to get a cup of tea in with that. I did have that little coffee earlier, just as a little pick me up to keep me going, get me out the slump. Now we've got meal number 4 going in. I bloody love my tea with like oats, cream rice. I just love tea, lad. Now, this meal is usually cream of rice. But I was just thinking to myself when I was, doing the meal plan with my check-in, I was like, you know what, save a few quid. I'm already having 2 cream rice meals throughout the day as well. So I'll give oats a go in this meal. A little bit slower digestion, obviously more fibre in there as well. Obviously cheaper. And just, I've been enjoying oats again. Where are you going? This camera is a little bit wanked. So, well, it's not dark. I'm going to get out with the young fella for his walk after this, because it's not raining and hopefully it won't rain. But we're going to get out for some steps. Meal number 4. Do last little tidbits here, and then we'll take Chief for his walk, for my walk then as well. And steps will be done at that point then. I'm on 11.5k, which is good, and they'll just land where they land. Meal number 4, 80 gram of oats. Beautiful. We've got 45 gram of carrot cake whey again. It's the only whey I've got in stock. But the lads at Pure Gains are putting on a sale tomorrow night for Halloween, lads. So I think I'll pick up a new protein. I'm due to pick up a protein, but there's that sale going on, so I'll wait till tomorrow. And then we've got 75 blueberry, 75 raspberry, and another one of those little bananas. And then just salt and cinnamon. No fat source with this. Obviously you get the little bit of fats that you wouldn't get from cream rice, from the oats. I just don't really need fats. You know that kind of way? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, my fats, people ask why my fats are that little bit lower. One, because I'm prioritising carbohydrates. If I wasn't, and like I was struggling to get food in, yeah, you could push fats higher. Fat sources are a really easy way to get extra calories in. But for me, just have that moderate amount of fat in the diet, and then push carbs obviously as much as we can. So this will go down nice and easy, as I said. Got another cup of tea, which is like another 400 ml of fluids inside there. Like, fluids, as I said, are always very, very high. But my salt intake is there to match that then as well. And with intake of, with hydration, lads, it's just a case of training yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to all of a sudden go from drinking 1 litre water a day to fucking 7. You need to work your way up. But you need to be disciplined with it as well. You just not need to be lazy. You need to be consciously getting fluids into you. Like, everyone that works, I'm saying to them, you're in work, right? Just have water there with you consistently. If you have it there, you'll drink it, or you might. At least you have the opportunity to.
if you don't have water there, you're not worried about it, you're not going to drink it. And you could very easily get to one end of the day to the other and have drank fuck all water. Think of if you're going after a full day's work, a couple of meals, very dehydrated, you're going in to try and train then. Like, it's not going to be the best session. Do you know what I mean? Like, those are the small little things that add up that you can just do that will make your outcome, make the results that you get just a lot better. You know what I mean? So this meal is going in. It looks nice, to be fair, doesn't it? And then I'm going to get the doggo out for the walk. Like, all of my oats and all my cream rice at the moment are cold. This has been sitting here since I put the beef and rice in the microwave a couple of hours ago. Quality. Cannot beat a good old bowl of oats. Like, coming from a man who, like, I never grew up eating oats or anything like that. It's only like the last year I've actually started eating oats. Probably this time a year ago, maybe before it, is when I started eating oats. My last little gainer phase before I started prep in 2025, back in the back end of 2024, I was eating like 3 bowls of oats a day. My calories went as high as, what, like 3,000, I think they went up to like 3,600. That's the highest my food went in that little burst from September to December, pretty much. Like, that's all the focus growing that we had last year after dieting down and losing that big chunk of weight. I was having like 3 bowls of oats a day because my hunger was just so high. Like, I haven't had post-workout cereal. I've had it once or twice, like, yeah, but I haven't had like consistently post-workout cereal in about fucking 3 or 4 years. Hungry bastard. And when we talk about appetite, like this meal here now, obviously I had my post-workout meal, what, like probably, Jesus, 2.5 hours ago? Probably 2.5 hours ago, right? I could happily go without this meal, do you know what I mean? Like, that's where the appetite is. I could happily go without that meal and push it out another couple of hours until my next, like, chicken meal, yeah? But at the same time, my appetite is high. Like, you put this in front of me, you put another 2 in front of me, I'll probably put them away, no problem. Do you know that kind of way? Like, that's kind of where we're at the moment, which is good. Which is good. Anyway, I'm chatting shit. Who's your good boy? Don't. Go on. Come on. Can't beat a bit of fresh air, lad. I like this time of year. Summer is great and all. You know, we had a good summer in Ireland. But I like this time of year, like when it starts getting dark. I like dark mornings, dark nights, like just dark. And I like cold but dry weather. Like tonight now, it was pissing rain like yesterday, today, most of the day. Cold, dry weather is nice. I like that. Cold and wet? No. Anyway, getting the steps done. My watch is actually beeping there. The steps are done for the day. But those oats do definitely sit heavier. Like, you know, I was saying, there's a massive difference in how oats sit versus cream of rice. It's just one thing that you could try. You know, if you find your appetite getting a little bit worse off the back of your digestion bill. Oh, dinner is cooking, just steaming away. Broccoli, I always prepare like the night before, so that's like 2 meals worth of broccoli going to be ready for tomorrow. This is my chicken, seasoned in barbecue seasoning with garlic and then just pepper, onion and broccoli. And then rice is in the microwave, and you know yourself, rested on the old shoulder, lad. Can't beat a good old can at the end of the day. At least I'm still at a point in my life where I don't need like a can of Heineken or something just to relax, do you know what I mean? Just that, like, you just can't beat like good old can, do you know what I mean? Right, you motherfuckers, between the heating being on, which is a yoke that works over there, and the air fryer being on, there's a lot of noise going on right now, so hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm actually a little bit upset. Herself should be coming through the door now any minute, making her a chicken burger and sweet potato fries. Now, I'm not a big man for sweet potatoes. I don't really like sweet potatoes. They're grand and all, I don't really like them, but just normal chicken breast for her, seasoned on a brioche bun, lad, bit of cheese, that would be fucking lovely. That would be nice, to be fair. I do and will, you can't see my head, would do that the odd time because you can just macro match. Anyway, in here we've got 100 grams of jasmine. Other thing as well, lads, I have no problem with basmati rice or long grain rice or any form of rice. Like, what's with the hate against basmati rice? You know, fellas be coming on saying, it has to be jasmine, you're a pedo if you eat basmati rice. There's nothing wrong with a bit of basmati rice, right? Don't hate on basmati rice. Fuck's sake. Anyway, in here, we've got 200 grams of raw weight chicken. And then this is all mine, so I just whack it in here. And get that on there, absolutely lovely. With the veg, again, a little bit of effort goes a long way. And that's the meal right there. But we do have some additions, of course. We've got 100 gram of frozen pineapple gone in there then, and underneath that is, again, a little bit of this. 25 grams pretty much of kimchi, and 25 grams, if you can see that, the light is a bit wank, sauerkraut, the chipotle sauerkraut, whatever. And that is meal number 5, lads. Apart from my oats, well, every meal that I eat during the day will either have fruit or veg or both. That's just kind of one standard that I have there with all the meals, is just having either, like, fruit actually does. There's fruit in every single meal going. Like, a good bit of my carbs comes from fruit every single day, to be fair, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at the end of the day. And pineapple here just for, the protein digesting benefits, but just enjoyment as well, man. That's the main thing with your meals. If you enjoy your meals, you're going to make them a lot easier to stick to, you know. And again, I made a reel about it in terms of routine. And, you know, coming out, a lot of people are in that phase right now, you know, especially if you're watching a full day of eating. You're probably not sick of food if you're watching a full day of eating. So you might be in that position where you are post-diet or post-prep, post-whatever you are. All right? Everyone calls everything different. If you're in that phase, just keep every meal looking the exact same. Like, all my meals, bar, like, the off-plan meals. So also thinking, you know, where myself and Dan might go for dinner. This weekend, I'll take her for dinner. Date night, lad, maybe. I'm not too sure. People send me messages like with places in Limerick, you know, like not the places that we've been 100 times, like new places, you know, that kind of way. But like, keep all your meals the exact same. Just the quantity is just going up. That's all it is. Like, you're going to have, like, you've been longing for that for so long, you know, just like more rice or like more oats, more cream of rice, more fucking fruit, more veg, not having to weigh out your veg. That's all it is. Going to put my salt on here. Going to put my barbecue sauce, mustard on there again, that combo. I probably will do mustard and barbecue sauce, not ketchup. That's my Thursday evening, as I said. That's my meal number 5. Yo, what is the story? We are putting in a final meal, and also then we will have our ESN sleep. You can see it there a little bit more. I do kind of swear by the product, to be fair, it is a good one. Same as all the other sleep products, lads. They all have like the same ingredients in them, so whatever one you do get, I'm probably going to do the same thing. Cream of rice. We have JP's chocolate fudge. Just whip this one out. Obviously, I'm doing Conte's Conte's caramel biscuit a lot of the time for most of my meals, but this is the second bowl of cream of rice today, and obviously the last meal. In here we have 100 gram of cream of rice. We have 200 gram of fruit, between raspberry and blueberry, and then that's pretty much it. That's just in the bowl. Then we have here, then I'll show you, same as earlier, 45 grams of carrot cake. Again, get that in on top there. We've got 10 grams of 85% dark chocolate, 10 grams of squeezy peanut butter. So you see there, like on these days, my only fat sources are really just through, obviously mincemeat, it's only 5%. And then 85% dark. Come on, lad. Let's open a fresh box. 85%. And through the peanut butter then as well. Oh, fuck off, bee. A bee down in the food. We're watching 911 and it's an episode where there's like a load of killer bees, lad. And now there's a fucking bee on my cream of rice. Salt then. You know, the usual crack. That is the final meal. I'll whip it up there and I'll show you. And then we'll walk through the macros for the full day, which I'm pretty sure like if off the top of my head, like 290 protein, 600 carb, 60 fat, I think. We'll see what we are tomorrow. I was 94.3 this morning on the scales. So will I be heavier or will I be lighter? Sludge. Not whey drip, you young fella. Whey sludge, lad. There we have it. That is another day wrapped up for anyone as well, actually, because a couple of people asked me recently how I make the sludge. Very easy, lads. Just in a mug, right? Whatever amount of whey that you need. pretty much same amount of water, maybe a little bit of extra water, and just whisk it up, and you were good to go. So that's final meal right there. Nice big hit of carbs again before we hit the hay. And I'll put the final macros for that meal on the screen, and then we'll have the totals for the day then as well. Highest my food has ever been. Said I'd take you through today. 6 meals, 6 easy meals. Obviously, just carb sources are a mix of oats and rice pretty much. And then the odd time I'll do pasta if we want to do pasta. Potatoes if we want to do potatoes. Bread obviously in there the odd time. And then my protein sources are always the same really. Either swap out one of the meat meals for prawns some days, or turkey burgers if I had them, and that's pretty much it. Or those medallion steaks that I had last week, the nice lean steaks. And that's pretty much it. Everything else remains the same. It's working. If it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it, lad. We're gonna keep this going, I suppose. Keep this going for as long as we can keep it going for. When we do start running into, you know, a case where progress just isn't being taken for the return that I'm getting, you know, or if I'm getting just too fat for no reason. I shouldn't over these next couple of months, but the plan is to just run this out until the end of the year. With the off season, just keep pushing for as long as we can, keep having just really productive training. Obviously just there now today, back in after a full week off training. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to taking you through it. As I was saying to you in today's video as well, we'll see about the split. I am tempted to change that around. I might go in, do pull tomorrow, do legs Saturday, and then like start the week fresh and like run a week of that. We'll see. It's all ahead of us anyway, and I'll show you every step of the way. Drop the video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, support the channel. I appreciate everyone who does show up and support the channel every single video. Nice little bowl of cream and rice. That'll send me off to sleep nicely, lad. See you in the next one.